Hi, and welcome to another episode of Career Growth. I'm sure you're getting information that will help you soar high up in the air. Talking about air, today Chandani and me will discuss upon a career which is considered as fascinating, adventurous, and glamorous at the same time. So let's understand which is that career. I think you must have guessed it by now. It's air hostess. Generally, it's been observed that most of the girls have keen interest to get into this profession. So today, along with Chandni, let's understand what is this profession all about. And yes, after taking so many counseling sessions, after interacting with parents, what we have realized, there are certain myths in the minds of parents. So Chandni, while taking sessions, most of the time I hear from the girls especially, they need to have a very slim body, they need to have good perfect figure, they need to look really beautiful to get into this profession. So is this the only criteria or is this the only thing that is needed?
Uh, Actually, a lot of people feel that when somebody is very beautiful, that person is suggested that why don't you become an air hostess? So this is really a very prevalent thought that if you have a very pretty face and you have a very slim body, you can probably pursue this profession. But Mugdha, this profession is much more than that. You definitely need to be a pleasant person. You need to have good communication skills along with that. You need to have manners, etiquette. So these are some of the very important criteria. The criteria most of the airlines have regarding height and weight is something so that the in-crew can reach the overhead bin to help the passengers put in their luggage. And the weight criteria is so that they are able to very swiftly move around the alleys so that they can serve the people and do their tasks quickly.
Wow, so you need to also consider on all these factors. Also, we get to hear from most of the parents that when we talk about this profession, it's considered as just serving people, helping people in air. So what's your opinion?
Well, Mugdha, serving people is definitely one important aspect of this particular profession, but it has a lot of other aspects to it. One is dealing with passengers who are probably very difficult and dealing with them in a very smiling way. Another is dealing with an emergency or a crisis situation. Sometimes there are some kids on the plane and you have to deal with them. So you have various aspects to this particular profession and not just pretty face and smiling.
So I think what I've understood is just need to have strong personality to get into this profession. Also, we hear that students say, after getting into this profession, I'll get an opportunity to just roam around. I'll get opportunity to travel abroad. So what's your take on that?
That is true. A lot of people find this fascinating that they want to get into this profession so that they're able to travel all over the world. Which is true, you get to do that. But like any other profession, this is the upside and there is also a downside. The downside could be that you have erratic working hours. You probably have to really deal with a very difficult personal life. You will have to have a lot of stress that you will have to handle. So these are the downsides that a person has to think about before a person gets into this particular profession.
So Chani, is that like an air hostess when they start their profession? They start as an air hostess and they end it too as the same?
Actually, air hostesses have a lot of scope once their cabin crew career is over. They can work at the ground staff as check hostesses, ground hostesses. They could be involved in training the air hostesses. They could also be involved in the management level. Apart from the aviation industry, a lot of air hostesses have also to get into grooming and etiquette training.
Wow. So you mean there are lots of opportunities available. So what you would suggest or recommend or just give suggestion to our viewers?
Okay, one very important thing is that pleasing personality, pretty face, slim body probably is a criteria, but more than that, it is your communication skills, it is your intelligence, it is your presence of mind, how you handle and deal crisis situations, the stress. That is a very important aspect of this particular profession and you have to be ready for that and then get into this field.
great. I'm sure this episode was very insightful for all of you. With this, keep flying, keep watching, and keep subscribing Career Growth.